I'm just deeply, deeply tired and isolated. I didn't want to share that. I feel like that's not a sympathetic image. Do you know what I mean? But tonight's the night, apparently. And this is what I have. I've been thinking about this entry for months, of course. It's been almost a year. And after boiling it down and boiling it down, there's, of course, only a few things I could say that actually really matter, you know? And for some reason, I just want to let them go. Fundamentally, they're inescapable, you know? Like, they're themes, stripes of stripes of humanity that I've moved through or seen that show themselves again because it's part of the fundamental fabric of our time, if not our ultimate nature, you know. I think there's an important distinction to be made between those two facets of judgment, casting judgment on other people. I haven't come here to cast judgment, and I feel like that's what everyone wants. I just want an update, you know? Life is messy. And I'm accustomed to organizing words in a way that create a story arc, you know? And this is not an arc. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's just really, really, really long, you know? And so I'm caught between, like, the desire to captivate you and the desire to be, to reflect as reality as it is the best I can. When I do that, I feel like I end up saying absolutely nothing. It's probably been about 3 or 4 minutes. I haven't said a thing. Just walk away from it in your mind. I can do that. I wanted to ask you, have you done that? Does that work? You know? Like, sincerely. There's so many important questions I'd like to ask people that part of me is just always yearning for the right time and place, you know? And I've become so starved for that, like so desperate that I've kind of taken it upon myself, consciously or not, you know, intentionally or not, ugh, ideologically or not, to, well, if I can't find the time and place, or no one makes it for me, you know, to ask my cryptic questions of people, innocuous but important, um, well, then I'll just have to make them myself. I feel like who I am doesn't make a lot of sense to people. And it won't unless, you know, I build a big tableau. These are my thoughts. It's June 15th, sundown. It's a lovely summer. I'm in Fremont, California. It's a suburb of San Francisco. It's a really lovely town. Um, yeah, I forgot I was going to give you a practical update as well. I've kind of just pumped the brakes on my entire life. Without losing any sense of direction, you know, or like orientation. I always know what I want. I just don't want to talk about that stuff right now. Um, well, to rebuild a bank account. I took the closest thing to a vacation that I could possibly find. And there's something I want to do. There's somewhere I want to go. There's people I want to meet. People I part of me is feeling the is this even real feeling, you know? I don't want to go into that examination, but unfucking real. In the best way, but like, I don't know, it's hard to accept psychologically for some reason. I don't know. It's not a. It's something I have to adapt or accept or get over. Or, I don't know, accept. This has been a period of radical acceptance for me. I'm still super boisterous, you know. I know I'm demure and quiet right now, but that's just how I feel. I'm a lot of fun. I think you'd like to meet me. um, I definitely am everything they say I am, you know, in the best possible way. I'm not a dick about it. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, it's weird. But so what? You know, it's life. And it's pretty much exactly what I want. It's an odd, roundabout way to it for sure, but I don't know. Make good choices, stick by your values, and you really can get to any point in life from any other point. I'd like to prove that, you know. I think that's I'd like other people to think that's what this is about for me, you know. If I can do it, you can do it. Believe me. Fuck it. Believe me. And that's it. Maybe I'll start doing these again. I kind of have to watch the reactions. It's a lot of information to process. And I guess this is how I do it, or this is a part of how I do it. And it wouldn't work if you weren't here, you know? I've said this before, but having journaled for years, you know, having been a sizable introvert, or behaving that way, having that as part of my nature and seeing nothing change, watching other people like that fail to change. Uh, the real difference for me was made when, you know, started sharing my thoughts with other people, like the world. Posting these, you say things and you post it for all to see, and it makes it real for you in a way that keeping it to yourself does not. At first, I thought it was simply living up to your own expectation, you know? But I think there's more to it than that. I'm not exactly sure what. I haven't been thinking about this much. But if you're interested, we can talk about that. Magical. I suggest you try it, you know? But that's neither here nor there. I'm okay. It's going to take me a little bit to work entry-level jobs and save up a nest egg. And then I'm going to come see you. And we'll see what happens. Oh, I'll be in touch.